Man, the 70s kid in me just loves that music. Little disco to get the evening going. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Happy Saturday evening. Hope you're all doing well. Waited a couple minutes to let some folks come on over from another live. So if you are just joining us, I will be spending a couple minutes explaining what's going on here. So if you need to take a bathroom break or get a beverage or something, feel free to do so. So welcome to the to Star Wars trivia. This is technically part of the Star Wars diamond painting event, but it's open to anybody. And as you can see from the descriptions that I put in the chat there, it's not your typical Star Wars trivia. So it's anybody's game. And I think we saw that even the last time with Star Wars Around the World, that if you knew a little bit about geography or ecology or things like that, you would score better typically than others. So the way that this is going to work tonight is we have two games. Where's my, I'm being hidden by the box there. We have two games. We're going to play the first game, and then we will switch over to the second game. Each winner for each of the games will win a prize pack from the fancy prize box right back there. We will figure out, the first game, figure out who the winner is, draw the pack. The way this works is whoever the winner is, I spin a wheel with the prize pack number. They are all pre-packaged back there. So there's no like, oh, I'm going to pick the good one for somebody I know. What have you. And then we'll go on to the second game and do the same thing. There will be a special drawing at the end of the night for everybody in attendance that is not Star Wars trivia based. And that will be for our final prize pack. So hope everyone's doing well. I'm seeing some folks. We had like 17 people and it dropped down to 14 when I posted the topics. So these trivia questions are created by an official Star Wars account on this Kahoot program. So the way that you're going to get into the trivia is you're going to follow the instructions. Either it's in the first comment in the chat or it's scrolling down below on a separate device, which is recommended so that you can watch along and then answer on the other device. Go to www.kahoot.it. When the window opens, it's going to ask you for your game pin. That game pin is 537-8700. Once you enter in 537-8700, it'll give you an opportunity to enter in some type of moniker for your avatar. You can customize your avatar, and then you will show up. Where am I pointing? Over here. You'll show up here. There. Like that. You'll show up there. So I'm watching that to make sure. We have about 20 people in here, so we should have about 20 boxes there. The way that the games work is it's either like a multiple choice. There could be true and false. There could be a type in your answer. And typically you just follow along on your device. If it's a multiple choice, 4 boxes will appear. The boxes are both color-coded and shape-coded in case you have trouble seeing colors. And whatever the answer is that you want to answer, let's say it's the first one, which is red triangle, I believe. You're going to hit that, and it's going to register your answer. After each one, we will check the leaderboard. And then sometimes the creator of the trivia gives us a little explanation, a little bit of behind the story, what have you. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll move on to the next question. Both games tonight have 12 questions, so it's not huge, but it's enough to sort of get into it and really kick it around. For those of you who like trivia night, I am in the process of scheduling. Matter of fact, I have it scheduled, but I need to move it for a conflict. So that schedule will be, or the announcement will be coming out this week. Watch the Speaking of Diamonds Facebook page. If you're not part of the Facebook page, head on over Speaking of Diamonds on Facebook, and I will post in there when it's available or when it's scheduled, and hopefully you can attend. You can also obviously watch the channel on YouTube as well. For those of you who are members, if you haven't checked it out yet today, in the community tab on YouTube, I haven't figured out how to get that to, I don't think I can have it push out to people, but I posted a bunch of pens for D-Stash. And the pictures are out there if you want to see more like another image of the pen or something like that, or you want to reserve one of them, you can go ahead and message me, and we'll take care of that. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity before I open it up to the populace at large. So let's see who is here. We have Kristen's here, Whiskey Witch. Hi, Kristen. Hope you're doing well. Liz is listening to the shenanigans. I like that, shenanigans. Sarah Barden, hello. Crystal, welcome on in. Raccoon Izan is here. Maxine Kirkpatrick is here, listening and working on Lightspeed. Nice. I like that one. Kristen asked, did anyone buy from the 100 kit release? We're not talking about that, Kristen, because is like the right of rescission. Like, do I have 72 hours to cancel my ridiculous FOMO order? I don't know. It'll be fine. I like them all. But yes, I did. I'm sure other folks did. Kristen says it sounds really tough. We'll see. Like I said, I don't even know the questions. I don't know the answers. This was created by Star Wars. I picked these specifically because they were created by an official Star Wars account, that it's not just like, little Bobby sitting in the basement of his parents' house creating random questions. Jessica's here. Hi, Jessica. Christopher Colossus here. Hello. Jessica says it sounds fun. Amanda, Crazy Crafty Life. Hi, Rich, looking good. Recovery looks well. Well, thank you. I am sans my whatchamacallit, sling tonight. Hopefully next week my doctor will give me the clear to keep it off altogether. But I figure just sitting here, there's not much I could do wrong to hurt it. Let's see, Eve. Professor, I believe congratulations are due. 2,000. Yes. Speaking of Diamonds, YouTube page has reached 2,000 subscribers. And that is pretty exciting. Very exciting for me. I did a big celebration at 1,000. Once I'm sure, because sometimes you get bots that subscribe to your channel, so you go up and down a little bit. So until I get sure that I'm into the 2,000s, we're going to have a party. I don't know what that is yet. For 1,000, gave away a bunch of gift cards to small shops. And because I really believe in supporting small shops, we may do something like that again. Don't know. Christopher Class, huge milestone. Thank you, sir. Carol says, yay 2K. You said I'm not going to have a prayer with these questions. Meanwhile, she'll win one of them. Other folks are saying congratulations. Thank you so much. So again, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 folks in, and we have 19 people here. So again, get out your other device, whether it's your phone, anything that connects to the internet, a tablet, whatnot. Go to www.kahoot.it. And then you're going to enter in the game pin 53 537 8700, and then you will be added to. I can't get this. I undid the mirroring so that this looked right, and now I can't get the pointing right. But you'll pop up here, and you will be participating in the trivia. Like I said, it's not like strictly Star Wars. It's going to pull in some engineering concepts and some science concepts. So it's anybody's game. And then, of course, stick around. We'll have the special drawing at the end of the game. Raccoon Eyes Ann says you can also put the game in another window on your browser too, or split windows. You absolutely can. Whatever's easiest for you. Personally, I find the separate device, but if you don't have a separate device, you can absolutely do it on two different screens. However, it works best for you guys. Alrighty, we'll give it just a couple more minutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll give it just a couple more minutes to get a couple more folks into the game here. Let's see, a couple things coming up. We got tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central is the Speaking of Diamonds Live. I'm going to be on with Diamonds and Dogs, Melanie from Diamonds and Dogs. We're going to be kicking off the Peggy Collins diamond painting event, and plus, just as part of my Sunday Live, shooting the bull and hanging out on a Sunday afternoon, trying to stave off those Sunday scaries of going back to work, right? So feel free to join us, even if you are not going to be participating in that event. You can come along and just hear about another event, hear what's going on. Also, please make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give this video a thumbs up as well. And I think that's all that I needed to talk about. Looks like we have a couple more folks in the game, so I'm going to go ahead and move this around here. There we go. So looks like we got 14 people. Here comes Amy. 14 people in here. And I'm loving all of the different, it has not started yet, Tammy. Go ahead and log in. The number is down at the bottom of the screen. Hi, Cindy Bennett. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to give Tammy a minute to get in here because she amazed me the last Star Wars trivia. So I definitely want to see her, see how well she does on these two games. So again, just a quick overall, we have 2 games tonight. The winner of the first game will be able to, we'll spin the wheel, we'll win a prize pack out of the very fancy prize box back here. And then we'll play the second game, and then we'll pull the second one. And then at the end of the evening, we will have a special drawing for the last prize pack of the event. I've been watching the group, the Star Wars group, and I've been seeing folks post their progress or their finishes, looking amazing. I think it was Risa posted, she's working on this one here, the Rebellion, looking really good. And I could see the, it looked like you're doing the specials in the background to break up that 310 a little bit. So that's pretty cool. My R2D2 is over there. Being a cross stitch conversion is taking me a little bit longer. And plus it's not something that I can do like when doing a paint along or something, because I need to concentrate a little bit so I don't screw up all the counting. So that's over there, and I will get that done at some point for sure. Absolutely. All right, so it looks like we got 17 people, 16 people. Diamonds and Dojos. Is that supposed to be like dogs? I don't know. Yenta Doodles. There's Batman. Melissa's here. Kristen's here, Raccoon Eyes. Okay, so we got 25 people here and 16 people online. So last call. Heather, this is for anybody. This is for anybody. It is technically for the Star Wars event, but it's open to anybody because who does not love some trivia? And if you just want to play along just by, listening to the questions and stuff like that, you're certainly able to do that as well. All right, let's go ahead and let me head over here to the game. Crashly, I have spoken. Crashly, are you in here? Get in the game if you're not in it already. Cindy, you don't have to know Star Wars. This is going to talk about engineering concepts and science and how it relates to Star Wars. But from the last game, we basically saw, they're like, Tatooine is a desert planet, and what's a desert on Earth that does something? So, well, Crashly, you should join and let Kerwin answer, or tell Kerwin to get on. He had the Star Wars shirt on tonight. I don't even have my Star Wars shirt on. All right, we are at 17 people. We're at 28 people in the live. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game. Good luck, everyone. And remember, it's all fun. The answers that are in the trivia from the Star Wars account that created this, the official Star Wars account, is the final word. Okay, so I don't want to have to get into well, actually, if you remember in the 14th book of the cycle of the Leia and Han relationship, they talked about, is it canon, is it not canon? I'm not going to go through that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Good luck, everybody. Engineering concepts. Let's see what this is about. Which machine on Earth can explore places remotely like the Imperial probe droids? Is that a drone? Is it a motion sensor? Is it binocular? Or is it digital camera? So those of you who are worried that you can't do this, I think it's this question is sort of pretty explanatory of how this isn't like 100% Star Wars. Now, of course, the droid there, that's from Empire Strikes Back, the droid that comes down to Hoth and is looking for, and I think it was Chewbacca that finally shot it and blew it up. But it looks like 17 of you got the answer right. So good job. Congratulations. A drone. Yes, the drones we can send into places and remotely and look for survivors or look for scientific things, whatever. So nice job, everybody. Let's go ahead and check the leaderboard. So here's our leaderboard. The questions, obviously a correct answer will move you up on the board, but also quick answers as well. Time does have something to do with it. So here we have Crafty Pilot in first place, followed by Amanda Crystal and Melissa Hott. Melissa Hott, another sleeper on the Star Wars trivia here. So let's see if we have a next question. The Death Star's reactor core creates vast energy from nuclear fusion. In the real world, this requires temperatures lower than we can create, higher than we can create, materials that are toxic to humans, or too much space. Fusion. Would that be cold fusion? I don't know. I'm playing along with you guys, but if you know anything about nuclear fusion and hey, I don't know about you guys, in my spare time when I'm not diamond painting, I'm all over nuclear fusion world TikTok. I don't know. But looks like 8 of you got it right. Congratulations. This requires temperatures higher than we can create. Okay. I would have went with the 4 of you who said lower, but hey, what do I know? And then toxic to humans. They probably are in some way, shape, or form, but I don't know. Temperatures for sure higher. Okay. Let's see what that did to the leaderboard. Here, Kristen jumps up 10 places, is the highest climber this round. Crystal moves up to first place. Crafty Pilot drops down to second. Here comes Diamond Art Craft, Quick Hen, and then Lily. Nice job, everyone. Let's go ahead and move on to question number 3. Anakin builds and programs droids and pod racers. Such skills relate to which field of science? Is that geology, botany, engineering, or meteorology? And then we have young Anakin from the first to the prequels. That is engineering. Nice job, everybody. Everybody got that one right. Obviously, it's not about the earth or weather or plants and stuff like that. That is engineering. So nice one. And Crafty Pilot moves back up. This looks like maybe just a little bit quicker than Crystal on that answer. Followed by Diamond Craft, Quick Pen, and Lily. And Kristen has been answered all three of the questions right so far. So nice job. Hi, Jennifer. Just here to listen. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. Let's move on to question number 4. In what ways could droids in Star Wars be considered more high-tech than robots on Earth? They can pilot vehicles, they have consciousness and personalities, they have autonomy, they can work in hazardous environments. I'm stuck between two. I don't know what. I would go with the blue, that they have consciousness and personalities, but I was also thinking autonomy. But do they really? I mean, I guess they do, but they know who they belong to, right? But nice work. 12 of you got that right, that they have consciousness and personalities. And let's talk about the R2-D2's personality and then BB-8's personality, right? When I first saw the last 3 movies with Rey and the after the rise of Skywalker, things like that, BB-8 reminded me of my dog. I was like, the way he follows around and does all the things and has his attitude and stuff, I'm like, that's my dog. So I nicknamed him BB-8 for a couple weeks after I saw the movie. So let's see what this did to the leaderboard. Crafty Pilot stays in first place. Diamond Aircraft moves up to second, or stays in second, but continues to move up. There's Quick Hen, Kristen, and Lily. Rolling Thunder, there's Tammy, highest climber, up 5 places. Nice job. Let's go ahead and take a look at question number 5. The legs that support R2-D2 pivot around a fulcrum point, similar to what simple machine? So there we show you. Thank you for the picture. I'll show you what a fulcrum is. Is that a pulley? Is it a screw? Is it a wheel and axe? Or is it a lever? And again, I don't know what the answer is. I'm guessing myself. I don't want to sway anybody to the wrong answer. Okay. I get it. Lever is the right answer. And I was stuck between wheel and axe and lever. And because it was sort of like his shoulder, it goes back and forth like a lever, but it wouldn't spin. So that's where I was leaning more towards lever. But great job for the 4 of you who got that. Let's see what that did to the leaderboard. Diamond Aircraft is on fire. Highest answer streak of 5. And Crash, is that you? And you're also complaining about the question? Is that what's happening here? I don't know. Kicking the spouse's butt. Which one is the spouse, Jess? Or is that just between the 2 of you? So Diamond Aircraft moves up to first place. Crafty Pilot drops down to second. Amy, Quick Hen, and Kristen. Let's go ahead and look at question number 6. Obi-Wan learned of a clone army being created on Kamino. What have we cloned here on Earth? Oh, I remember this one. Is it cats, genes, or DNA? Is it sheep, or is it tissue? I'm sure in some back alley somewhere we've cloned all of these, which looks like everything we have. We absolutely have. So good job, everybody. Everybody got it right. I was going to say cats. I'm sure that someone has done cats. Genes and DNA, I'm like, well, yeah, that's what you're sort of doing when you're cloning things. But then sheep definitely was it Dolly the sheep, and then tissue, sort of along the same lines there. So looks like most of you went with sheep, which is what I would think is the um, is the more well-known answer, but nice job. Let's see what this did. Crafty Pilot has a streak with 6 correct answers in a row, yet is still in second place. So Diamond Art Craft is in first, Amy, Quickhand, and Lily. Crashly, I'm doing my lever walk of joy. Gotta love some Crashly there. Let's go ahead and look at question number 7. Engineers have harnessed something like lightsaber technology for real-world military use. Is that true or false? I want that to be true. Wow, wow, wow. I would really like that to be true. Part of me says the way that the toys are getting better, it's got to be true, but it's not. It's false. That's sad now. That makes me sad. But it looks like we're split 50-50 on that. So it was anybody's guess. Let's see what that did to our leaderboard. Crafty Pilot still has 7, but still Diamond Art Craft looks like maybe they're answering a little bit quicker. But everyone else moved up a little bit. Quick Hen, Lee, and Kristen is on the leaderboard. Let's go on to question number 8. Reactor cores in Star Wars use fusion to create energy. Is fusion an energy source on Earth? So we just had a question about fusion. Is it an energy source on Earth? Yes or no? No. It's not an energy source? I thought it would be. Isn't nuclear energy? I guess that's not fusion. I mean, what do I know? Like I said, I only spend part of my time in the fusion industry. I diamond paint for a living, really. But I loved the picture there of the Millennium Falcon flying away from the Death Star when it got blown up. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool image. Let's go ahead and see what this did to the leaderboard. Crafty Pilot pulls back up into first place. Diamond Art Craft moves down to second. Heather is the highest climber, going up 6 places. Nice job. Crashly says, I need a droid to help me answer these rigged questions. Well, beep bop, boop. Let's get the droid out and see what everybody has a droid now in the form of Alexa, right? Let's look at question number 9. On Earth, we currently use deflector shields like protective energy fields in Star Wars. Do we have deflector shields? I don't know. I'm sort of been ruined by the previous questions. I want to say that it's true because we have a bunch of stuff that's been, but it is false. Okay, that makes sense. But if you think about some of the things that we have with us every single day, like our telephones, think back to, and I know it's not Star Wars, but Star Trek and the tricorders. Think about the buttons, you call up to the ship and be like, beam me up. That's what our phones are. So really some of that, and I know that they're really looking into some of the ways that the ships flew to look for propulsion ideas in real world. So very fascinating. It's very interesting how these shows that are science fiction and just show us worlds that we would never imagine we're actually living some of that. So it's very interesting. Let's see what this did to the leaderboard. Crafty Pilot stays up at the top. Lily and Amanda move up. Up 5 places is Zan. He's the highest climber. Welcome in, Zan. I didn't see your name on the initial board. So when Jessica says Zan is the spouse, I'm like, well, yeah, though. All right, let's go on to question number 10. This Earth invention resembles repulsor lift technology by lifting a vehicle using repulsion. Is it maglev trains, submarines, hot air balloons, or airplanes? I think I have repulsor technology. Repulse, pushing things away. Maglev trains is the correct answer. Looks like 8 of you got that right. Submarines, I get it. You're pushing through the water, but that's probably something like a dynamic, not aerodynamic, but something like that. Whereas the maglev trains actually takes two magnets. You know how the magnets you hit, there's the sides that never put together, go together. That's how the maglevs trains. So they push each other apart. And we definitely have those with some of the high-speed trains, the monorails at Disney. Are those maglev trains? I don't know. But nice job to the 8 of you. Let's see what this did to our top leaderboard. Crafty Pilot is up at the top. Melissa Hott is the highest climber, up 6 places. Amanda and Quick Hen moved up a little bit. Diamond Artcraft, you're still there in 2nd place. Now, I didn't create these quizzes. I like putting up some double points. I don't know if they did that here, but it could be anybody's game if they've done that. I like doing that because it adds a little twist. So hopefully they did. So let's go on to question number 11. C-3PO can translate spoken language in real time. Earth has not yet developed this technology. True or false? True or false? Translating spoken language. That is false. So spoken language in real time, yeah, we were close. I think we're close. I love Google Translate, especially in diamond painting when a lot of our stuff comes from other countries, China specifically. You get something that has, instructions or something on it. You could take your phone and go to Google Translate and hit the camera button and just hold your camera over it. And all of a sudden it switches. It goes from Chinese symbols to English, or whatever language you choose to have it go to. So I think we're close. But yeah, probably real time, not quite there yet. But think about how important that is in Star Wars with that Congress and all those different people, all those different pods of people and stuff, all the different languages they must speak. Let's see what this did to our leaders. Crafty Pilot is on top with an answer streak of 11. Every single question right. That's just sickening. Amanda moves up to 2nd place. Diamond Artcraft moves down to 3rd. All right. Last question here. Question number 12. No double points. The AT-AT Walker combat vehicles used on Hoth are armored like vehicles, armored like which vehicles here on Earth? Tanks, mopeds, snowmobiles, or parachutes? I'll tell you right now, it's on a moped. And it looks like you all got that right, or 16 of you got that right with the tanks. And snowmobiles, I don't think they're quite armored as although probably in James Bond's world, all his cars are armored like that, right? So I'm sure there's a snowmobile somewhere, but that would be our tanks. The AT-AT Walkers from what was that? The Empire Strikes Back, walking on Hoth. Those things always freaked me out. I was just watching today, the Star Wars movies were on, and I got reminded of in Jedi, they got the little baby, I don't think they're AT-AT Walker scooters, 2 legs, but they're the same concept. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot those are here. So let's see what that did to the final leaderboard. Diamond Artcraft comes in 3rd place. Amanda is in 2nd place. And in 1st place, Crafty Pilot. Congratulations, Crafty Pilot. You are the winner of this round of trivia. Monorails have tires, but there are maglev trains out there. I know there's that. Zan says, I don't need anything else, so please draw for the next person. Are you sure? So that would mean Amanda. So Amanda's in 2nd place. Amanda, congratulations. You are now the winner as Crafty Pilot passes that right off to the 2nd person. Plus she won 1st. And she gave me most of the stuff that's in prize pack. So that's a good call, Zan. You don't want this stuff coming back to the house, I'm sure. All right, so Amanda, I am going to switch over to make sure this is caught up here. I'm watching on my second screen. Okay, we have 3 prize packs left. We have prize packs 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to see which one is left. Good luck, Amanda. Or which one? Congratulations, you have won prize pack number 3. And just to show you, this truly is the fancy prize box from Bath and Body Works. So this is number 3. I pre-numbered all of these. So again, this isn't, I'm not selecting out favorites or anything like that. So I'm going to set that down here while I put this back. And let me go over to here. Let's get the second game sort of rolling here a little bit while we look at your, so there is your game pin for the second game. And I'll just take that off. 286-2005. That is I'm going to blow myself up so we can see what is in Amanda's number 3. So, Amanda, what I need you to do, once you see the fantastic prizes that are in this, I need you to email speakingofdiamonds@gmail.com and give me your address and your email address, okay? And you'll find out why you need both. I need both of those in just a minute. But let's go ahead and see what Amanda has won. First of all, you won a red lightsaber pencil. Who said lightsabers don't exist on Earth? You've also won, and again, a lot of this is compliments of Crafty Pilot. You Star Wars pen, this or pin. This is a real Disney pin. If you collect Disney pins, you can trade this if you go to Disney. But this one is Join the Resistance Star Wars pin. So congratulations. It has the little mouse ears up here, but also look at the back clasp, like the thing that holds the pin on. It's little mouse ears as well. We also have Skywalker Ranch pen. Very nice. Very cool. Very cool. I should have kept that. I like pens. And let's see. You also have, everybody gets a sticker. Let's see who you got. Ooh, you got the Stormtrooper. Boom, 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 boom. And holy cow, there's a bunch of stuff in here. You got a second pin. Nice work on that. Then you have, I think this I think this is an inflatable Death Star. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, when you blow this up, I need a picture of it. And this one is pretty cool. Okay, nice. So compliments of Nancy Royston, or House of Royston, as I like to call her. You have won this little pouch. It's a pouch, Star Wars pouch. So you got a zipper pouch here, and then you have a little pocket back here, so you can go ahead and put whatever you need in here and then pop it in your bag or what have you. If you go to diamond painting retreats, you can put wax and tips and things in here or whatever. But Nancy had some extra fabric, and she made some of these for the group. So congratulations on that. That is a super cool gift, nice handmade gift. And last but not least, you want a $25 gift card to Diamond Art Club. This is why I need your email. So again, Amanda, send me speakingofdiamonds@gmail.com. Send me your address so I can mail all this stuff to you. And then I need your email address, and I will send that to Diamond Art Club, and they will email you your $25 gift card. That probably could have come in handy last night, but maybe when they restock, you can throw it towards one of the anniversary gifts or kits out there, or maybe get a Star Wars kit that you haven't gotten yet. So congratulations. That's a nice prize pack. And the interesting thing is of the prize packs left, this was the smallest envelope. And I thought this is pretty nice for the smallest gift there is. Oh, it's an inflatable lightsaber. And he says, careful when you reach for the fancy prize box. Thank you. I did actually feel that in my shoulder. So you called that correct. All right. So I'm going to set this over here. And let me bring back up. Looks like most of you are in there. Let me get back to the comments. The pouch will be in my bag for the LSR retreat for sure. Lone Star. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Bring it. And let's take a picture and we can post it in the group of someone actually using the, but don't bring the lightsaber and hit me with it or anything, because that would be bad. Okay. So this round we're going to do, this one is the second game. Your number up there is 286-2005. Again, who put in the name Jar Jar Binks? No. Jar Jar Binks. Obi-Wan is here. That's cool. Let's see. Obi-Wan and Jar Jar Binks. There's Tammy. Okay, so this is going to work just like the first game. However, I'm also going to put up our special drawing. So in the chat, when you have a second, whatever prize pack doesn't get one from the second game is going to go to whoever is selected from entering Pound Skywalker in the chat. Amanda says, I'll let you borrow in case someone misbehaves. Cheryl or Melanie, maybe. That actually would be very helpful. And thank you. You feel my pain. Last year I had to sit between the two of them. So that would be great. I could bop them both. Boom, boom. That would be very fitting and useful, I'll say. So Pound Skywalker, #Skywalker, to be entered into that final drawing. So let's see. We got 15 people in, 28 people in the chat. I know some of you are just hanging out and listening, and that is perfectly okay. I'm going to give everybody just another minute to get in on the game. And as you can see from that first game, if you didn't play the first game, you saw those answers were not like super uber Star Wars, specific or anything. So come on, what the heck? You too can maybe win another inflatable lightsaber or something. Who knows? I'll tell you a quick story while we're waiting for anyone else to join here, and you could put in this Pound Skywalker. So number of years ago, Labor Day weekend in the States here in Atlanta, there's a convention called Dragon Con, and it celebrates everything pop culture. So there were classes on how to make bento boxes. There were comic book sellers and get-togethers. There were people there. I saw the Next Gen cast. I saw folks from what's the Doctor Who spinoff with John Barrowman, and they go after aliens. They're based in London. I always forget the name of it, but who else did I see? I went to the Harry Potter Yule Ball. So there was two things I saw. There were a bunch of Star Wars things around as well. Um, the best Star Wars thing that I saw at that convention was there was a lady there who had a big cowboy hat on, a big blonde wig, and was all singed and tight and sparkly. And where her breasts would be, she had two big Death Stars, and they lit up and everything. And she was Dolly Death Star. And I thought, that is amazing. Torchwood, thank you. Thank you, Jess. Torchwood, yes. Dolly Death Star was amazing. Then I think the next year or a year or two after that, I went to Celebration, which is the Star Wars convention. It was in Orlando. And I saw the best crossover. There was a stormtrooper who was in Gryffindor because they had the scarf and everything. So that was like the best crossover. That was like that was my favorite thing from Celebration that year. So that was pretty cool. All right. So last call for the folks, the about 15 of you or so who are not in the game. Again, go to www.kahoot.it. And when you're asked for the game pin, it's going to be 286-2005. We're going to be starting in about 30 seconds. Meanwhile, those of you who want to be entered into the last drawing, hashtag Skywalker. And let me switch views here. No, that's not what I wanted. Hi, this is my first day here with. We'll do this. You don't need to see me. Okay, so let me get over to the game window. All right, good luck, everybody. Let's start game number 2. Earth and space science. We got this. We live on Earth. We got this. Luke exiles himself to a piece of land surrounded by water on Ahch-To. This is known as a mountain, a peninsula, a plain, or an island. Ahch-To. Is that like Ahch-To? That is an island. Very beautiful island, too. It does look like a mountain, but it ultimately is an island. And it looks like it was in a chain of islands, too. I forgot where they said that was here on Earth. But congratulations to the 9 of you got that correct. Peninsula, I could see that one as well. And that, of course, is from the last 3 movies when they go, or the last 2, I guess, when they go to find Luke. Or is it all 3? I forget where exactly she gets there, but nice job. Let's go on to the leaderboard. All right, Crafty Pilot's in first. Obi-Wan comes in second. Crystal, Lily, and M. Hot. We're going to assume that Crafty Pilot is not up at the top there. She is, but she's not for for prize purposes. So Obi-Wan is first when it comes to prize potential. Let's go on to question number 2. Magma that cooled and hardened would form what type of rock? Sedimentary rock, basalt, metamorphic, or igneous? Okay, I think I have my guess. And I was wrong. I was with 3 of you saying it was basalt, but it is igneous. I must have been sleeping in earth science on that day. Metamorphic looks like was what everyone was going through. Maybe because like when I read that, I was like, I'm really not even sure. Like sedimentary, I get it. Sediment, basalt sounded like salt and stuff, and then igneous I know is like what it's a type of rock. I know that, but I didn't recognize that one. So who knows? All right, let's see what that did. Sarah and Jar Jar Binks. Okay, so Jar Jar Binks, I'm thinking maybe a biologist, but I'm not sure. But Sarah's up in the top there, followed by Jar Jar Binks, and Crafty Pilot drops down to third place. Let's go to question number 3. Moons play important roles in Star Wars galaxy. Which of the following defines a moon? It has an atmosphere, it orbits a star, it orbits a planet, or it contains water. Think about our moon, what it does. Nice job. 16 of you got that right. It orbits a planet. A planet orbits a star. So you're one away from the level of Kevin Bacon, I guess. I don't know. If Kevin Bacon was the star, where does Earth fall into that? So moons orbit a planet. Nice job. Let's go ahead and see what that did. Sarah's on fire with a streak of 3 questions. Keeping her top spot, followed by Jar Jar Binks and Crafty Pilot, Obi-Wan, and Melissa Hott moved up to the leaderboard there. Let's go ahead and go to question number 4. True or false? Star Wars is set in a galaxy far, far away. There are billions of galaxies in our universe. True or false? That is true. And that looks like most of you got that correct as well. I loved this picture. Go back to it here. This is that map to find Luke, showing where he went, and that missing piece there was the island, like shows the island or the planet that he was on the island. But I love this map. I love how it comes together. I'm going to say, and I don't know about you guys, and definitely put it in the chat, but if you were to like chunk the movies as they were, you had the prequels, then the original 3, and then the last 3. I'm going to say my favorite were the original, but then the second ones, the prequels, they were fine. But those last 3, I really liked the story in the last three movies. So let's see what that did to our leaderboard. Sarah stays up on top. Crafty Pilot moves up. Obi-Wan, Crystal, and M. Hot. Seems like Jar Jar Binks. Somebody finally took him out. I don't know. Maybe that could be a good thing for those of us who were annoyed by Jar Jar Binks. But congratulations, Sarah, with 4 correct answers in a row. Let's move on to question number 5. The dry, sandy landscape that stretches across Tatooine would be most like this biome on Earth. There's the picture. What is that a picture of? Is it a temperate forest? Is it a grassland, tropical rainforest, or a desert? And it looks like all 17 you've got it right and guessed desert. Congratulations. So unless there was a lot of time, yep, the leaderboard would stay the same. 11 participants just hit an answer streak of 3. Nice job, everybody. Let's go on to question number 6. Many star systems with habitable planets exist in Star Wars. Has NASA found any exoplanets? Yes, on the Kepler mission. Yes, on the Cassini telescope. Yes, on the New Horizons mission. Yes, with the Hubble Space Telescope. I'm with the 14 of you all. I thought for sure we saw something. I'm not quite sure what the Kepler mission is. I would have to Google that and it doesn't look like they're giving us explanations on these. So I'm gonna have to Google that afterwards, but that is on the Kepler mission. Let's go ahead and see what that did. 9 participants lost their streak of 3. Sarah pulls back up into first place with Obi-Wan, Melissa Hott, Crafty Polly, and Crystal. Amanda says, I thought it was Hubble too. I thought it was Hubble, and then I was like, what's the new one? The new, like, we're seeing better stuff with, there's a new telescope, right? So I'm like, that, but it's not Cassini. So I was going between the 2 telescope ones, to be honest. But all right, let's go on question number 7. We're learning stuff tonight. The swamp on Dagobah would be considered part of which ecosystem due to its wet, muddy ground? Grassland, tundra, desert, or wetlands? And there's Yoda sitting in his muck. James Webb. Thank you. Yes, the James Webb is the new one. And 17 of you got that correct. It's the wetlands. Nice work. Let's see, unless there was like a big time difference. Oh, Lily moved up to the leaderboard. Obi-Wan is on a streak with 5 correct answers in a row. Nice job. Let's go on to question number 8. If Alderaan resembled Earth, why would its mountains be covered in snow at the peaks? Because temperatures decrease with altitude, temperatures increase with altitude, the planet is tilted at a 17-degree angle, or precipitation is unable to fall. Answers in. Temperatures decrease with altitude. All 15 of you got that right. Nice job. And I do find it interesting that Alderaan did resemble Earth when you were looking at it, and they're just like, blow that up and let's move on with the rest of the story. All you don't matter anymore. Sort of put us in our place, right? All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard here. Diamond Artcraft comes back up to the leaderboard. Melissa Hatt has the streak of 6 answers in a row. Nice work. Go on to question number 9. NASA's Kepler mission, here we go again, has discovered planets orbiting a binary star system similar to Mandalore, Takodana, Naboo, or Tatooine. Now look at the picture. Binary star system. The correct answer is Tatooine, and that is a picture of Tatooine. Luke is there by his aunt and uncle's house, and there is the binary stars, the 2 suns of Tatooine. So let's see, 11 of you got that correct. Naboo, from where Princess What's-Her-Face was from, and the other 2 are incorrect as well. Let's see what this did to the leaderboard. Obi-Wan pulls into first place. Melissa Hott is right there on his heels. Joanna's back in the game with 3 in a row. Nice job. Let's go ahead and look at question number 10. Han Solo tries to escape Imperial forces by landing on what irregular-shaped rocky object? Was it a comet, a moon, an asteroid, or a meteor? There you see a picture of it. They're doing a really good job at giving you clues through pictures. That was an asteroid. It looks like 13 of you got it right. 4 of you said meteor, which I was going between the 2, but I think technically a meteor has to fall to the Earth, and the asteroids just hang out there, or fall to the planet. The asteroids are hanging out there, but they flew into the asteroid field. They went down in that cave. That ended up being in the stomach of some weird dinosaur-looking thing. Remember when they got out of that scene? So they get out of the Millennium Falcon. They're walking around, those things, sucker things around the Millennium Falcon. That is one scene that I could just think about. Imagine what that smelled like. We don't even know that we're in the stomach of a being yet, but it didn't look like it smelled Very nice. Let's see what the leaderboard looks like. Obi-Wan has an answer streak of 8, maintains first place, followed by Melissa Hott, and then followed up by Crafty Pilot, Sarah, and Diamond Art Craft. Tammy says, I have a meteorite. That explains a lot of things. A meteor did fall in Massachusetts today, over by Boston. Yes, and they said that's the second one in like a couple weeks now. The other one was like in North Carolina or somewhere over on the East Coast as well. So question number 11. If the volcanic activity on Mustafar were similar to Earth's, blank would erupt through the crust. It would be magma, crystals, granite, or water. Magma. That's my Dr. Evil impersonation, along with Mini with pumping the laser. So yes, magma comes out of the volcanoes and would erupt through the crust. And there are where it's over in Hawaii, we have an active volcano. I think there's usually one in the Philippines as well. But looks like 16 of you got that right. Nice job. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Not much movement there. So let's go on to question number 12. Last question. Han Solo says the Millennium Falcon will make 0.5 past light speed. What is light speed? Light speed is the distance light travels from a star to a planet, the distance light travels in a day, the rate at which light travels in a vacuum, or the rate measurement of speed. Again, I'm between two of them, but I'm going to go with that one. I would be wrong. The rate at which light travels in a vacuum. They do a really good job at it. They make sure two questions like really could be possible there. I was going with light travels in a day, which looks like I was in good company there. But it is rate at which light travels in a vacuum, which now I'm remembering science class, and I do remember something about a vacuum. So there we go. That is what light speed is. So let's see the leaderboard. Let's see who our winner is. Third place is Melissa Hott. I like your flowers in your hair there. Second place is Crafty Pilot. First place is Obi-Wan. Congratulations, Obi-Wan. Let me go ahead and bring back up our wheel. Okay. So, fancy prize box comes back. Let me get in the screen here so you see that I'm not not doing anything here. All right, so fancy prize box is back. Crafty Pilot says M Hot gets the prize. Well, okay. Obi-Wan is Zan, which is the Crafty Pilots. They're fighting out together each other tonight, so they're doing that. So congratulations, Melissa. You are the winner of the second game because you came in third place. That's amazing. So we have two prize packs, 2 and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel and see what you have won. Okay, number 4. Number 4, this is the big one, the biggest one here. All right. The one shoulder shimmy. Yeah. My therapist would probably love to see me doing that too, I'm sure. All right. Melissa, are you still here? We're going to see what Melissa won. I'm going to empty this out here. So I go in a good order. And stick around because we have our special drawing coming. If you have recently joined or haven't done it yet, go ahead and put in #Skywalker, and that will give you opportunity to win the last prize pack. And if you have seen any type of pattern here, the pattern continues. So you know it has one really, 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 really good thing in there. All right, so congratulations, Melissa. You have won a Disney pen. This one looks like a Darth Vader egg. Melissa, I am proud to give you this Darth Vader egg pen. All right, you got two stickers. You got a Yoda sticker, and you got a I'm the Rebellion. Is that Han or somebody? I don't know. You got the Jedi blue lightsaber pencil. Now, Melissa, are you going to keep this stuff, or are you going to give some stuff to your kids? I don't know. Then you have also won a mug rug. This, also from House of Royston, is basically a coaster. You can put it on your diamond painting table. Here's mine. It comes in very handy. Has the Millennium Falcon and a TIE fighter on the one side, and then a nice star pattern on the back. So congratulations for that. And then you won the largest prize in size. Lily Piggy says, love my mug rug. So Melissa, you have also won a Star Wars cross-stitch kit. This is 12 iconic patterns from a galaxy far, far away, and it includes the materials to make Yoda and the Star Wars logo, which I guess maybe is here, but it would be on a thing. So inside you have 2 pieces of cross-stitch fabric, 7 skeins of embroidery floss, embroidery needle, and an instruction book. So as we all know, diamond painting is sort of a marriage between cross-stitch and paint by number. So I don't know, Melissa, have you cross-stitched? Would you try cross-stitch? I used to. I would definitely try it again. I actually just bought a kit recently because I like the pattern. And then congratulations, you won a $25 gift card to Diamond Art Club. So Melissa, please send me to speakingofdiamonds@gmail.com. Send me your address and your email address, and I will get this stuff off to you. Anything that has to be mailed, I will get off this week. One day, I'm still not supposed to be driving, but when I go out for therapy this week, I will drop this off at the post office, and then I will get your email address over to Diamond Art Club. They usually get it out. They'll probably get it out tomorrow for sure. All right. Last call for #Skywalker. So this is really going to even the playing field here. You don't need to know anything about Star Wars. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So #Skywalker. Let me see what's in this one. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely putting your #Skywalker. I'm going to go ahead, and we got 16 entries there. I'm going to give you a last 5 seconds. This is open to everybody. You didn't have to play trivia if you just were a lurker. Go ahead and put this in. This is an open gift from the diamond painting event to you. I want to thank Diamond Art Club, our sponsor, very generous with the gift cards, and the resident Star Wars guru, Jessica, for a lot of the tchotchkes, and then of course the House of Royston for donating the prizes. This was a really interesting event. Like at first I was like, I'm not going to do any prizes because you can't do a lot with Star Wars because it's copywritten, trademarked, all that stuff. But then Nancy came through in a clutch, and I thought, well, let me reach out to Jack because they have the Star Wars things, right? So I reached out to them, and they came right back with it. And then, of course, Jessica helped out as well. So, all right. So we have 17 entries. Let's go ahead and see who is the winner of prize pack number 2. Good luck, everybody. And if it's the same winner of one of the other prize packs for tonight, we'll pull again. Floristar, congratulations. Oh, I like that picture. Floristar, are you still here? Congratulations. Do you think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Rivian? And if you watched, okay, so you're talking about stuff. Darla Diamond with Snoopy. Loved this event. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I had fun doing it. It truly came out of a conversation that we were having on a live one time that I was really excited about all of the Star Wars kits that came out. I unboxed all of them. And someone was like, there should be an event. And I thought, oh yeah, there should be an event. And they're like, why don't you do an event? And you can do it in May. Because May the 4th be with you. So, all right, let's see. Is Floristar still here? Because I'm about to show you what you won. You have won Star Wars pin from Disney. This one is, I forgot. Yep, there's Floristar. I forgot what this may be the Empire. I forget though. But again, real Disney, you can trade it. Then you also have a mug rug, Star Wars mug rug from House of Royston. You have a green lightsaber pencil. Then you have now this is like special stuff here. Stainless steel X-Wing fighter. This is a chain, or you could put it on a keychain if you want it or something. So you got a little Star Wars jewelry. Then you have Star Wars refrigerator magnets. And these are holiday magnets. So you can see here, Happy Holidays. There's a Stormtrooper saying Holly Jolly. You got the green and red TIE Fighter because, you know, they change colors for Christmas. But you have some magnets for your holidays. And then, of course, you have won a $25 Diamond Art Club gift card. So congratulations, Floristar. Again, send me your email address and your address to speakingofdiamonds@gmail.com. And I will get this stuff off to you and get your email over to Diamond Art Club, and they'll send you off your gift card. And I have enjoyed this event. It was pretty low key. Got sidelined a little bit with my shoulder action, things like that. But I thought it was a great event. Someone says, I hope it could be an annual event. You know, maybe I will, but maybe unless there's more Star Wars stuff that comes out, maybe open it up to space a little bit. I don't know. Although I do really like having a Star Wars specific event. So if you have any other Star Wars canvases, maybe hold on to one for next May and see what May brings. So have a fun evening. Again, watch the Speaking of Diamonds Facebook page. I'm going to be hosting a trivia night once a month, and it's open to anybody. And members, channel members, I'm going to be tracking your, I can track your play from night to night. And maybe we'll do like every sixth night or something. Whoever's the top wins a prize. So it'll be your cumulative score as well as the individual nights. So that's open to channel members. If you want to become a member, it's really inexpensive. You can help support the channel with some of this stuff as well. You can go over to YouTube and click on the buttons and all that good stuff. But I will leave the group open, so continue to post your progress. If you go see movies or hear of anything cool happening, post it in the group. It'll stay open. And thank you all for participating. This was really fun. I thought it was for a new event. that's really niche. I thought, we did a pretty good job showing up and making the Star Wars universe proud for sure. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good weekend. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central for the Speaking of Diamonds weekly live, as well as the kickoff to the Peggy Collins diamond painting event, which I will be not really co-hosting. It's Melanie's baby, but I will. I'm there to support and be the channel of the event. So thanks everybody. Please make sure to hit the thumbs up, and thank you on 2,000 subscribers. Watch the group for what we're going to do about that, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good evening, and may the force be with you. Good night.